I don't think you've seen this tash yet. This might be the first and last time you see it. Today is probably one of the coolest days in the history of the Brightman, if I'm honest. I am, as you can see, fully dripped down in cold Buxton because I'm going to shoot with them today, which feels like a bit of a full circle moment. I first started buying cold Buxton in lockdown 1 in, 2020, when I noticed that in the description of the product it said that it was sort of took cues from classic bodybuilding. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So I bought a couple of bits, and ever since then I've been hooked, as you well know if you've watched my channel or you've watched, followed my Instagram. So yeah, they put out a casting call for bodybuilder, and I'm going to go shoot their new range of them for some editorial content, which is really fucking cool. I wasn't able to bring a videographer because of crew members, but I'm going to take this and hopefully I can capture a bit of it for you. And then after that I'm going to talk a little bit about just sort of post-show reflections. I can't remember how I ended the last vlog. I was very emotionally charged, but obviously a week of reflecting after Finland, I'm definitely in a better place. I'm getting there, and I'll update you. But yeah, we've got cold Buxton first, and then we're training with Louis later on. We've got Push spending the day with Louis, so yeah, let's get it. I'm obviously like, I'm trying not to like fanboy here, but I'm so excited. Cold Buxton's literally all I wear. Like I wear Cold Buxton and represent mostly. Mostly because Cold Buxton just fits me very well. There's not many clothes I can find that are XXL are actually oversized, but yeah, I'm really excited about this. This week, a few things have happened that have taught me a lot and helped me reflect on a bodybuilding placing isn't everything. It feels everything in the moment, but it's not absolutely everything. And that's quite an important lesson, I think. So yeah, I'm excited. But anyway, I'll catch you when I'm there. I've got to drive. Well, hello. What a morning. That was sick. I was flagging towards the end. I had to apologise for my low energy levels. But when you've been up at 4:15 and the last time I ate was 7:30 last night, I don't even know how many hours I've been fasting now. It's 5 to 10. But so worth it. Absolutely sick. All the boys are very welcoming. I always feel like apprehensive for these things because being this big meathead gives off certain connotations, but they're all really welcoming. So if any of them see this, which I'm sure they won't, I'm very grateful. Big thank you to the boys, Johnny, Hector and co. It was very, very good. Very cool. Look forward to seeing the content. I'm gonna head home now. I need to eat, work and then train avec Lewis Blackmore. Very cool day. And as I sort of alluded to earlier, there's been a couple of things this week that have happened and have sort of recentered like what's important to me. And whilst I was massively down in the dumps and I'm still apprehensive about the US trip because it does mean a lot to me. There's more to life than a stage placing. You know, a stage placing doesn't define who I am, that's for sure. So I'm gonna get out of here, get home, eat, hopefully bring some life back to me, and then it's client check-in time, and then it's training time. Alright, we've eaten. The majority of the work has been done. I don't want to say we. I've eaten. There's no one else here. I've eaten. Majority of work is done. It is now 12:30. I'm gonna go pick up Louis. We're gonna go hit push and posing, and then I will most likely bring you back home for a bit of a debrief, bit of a post-contest debrief. Just chat to you a little bit about my reflections, what I think I can do better, what we are doing to be better for Tampa, and then I'll wrap this one up. And the next vlog that you see will probably be one from America. America. I've done that twice now. See you in a bit. Right, we're in. That's why it's Green. Push today, it's one in reserve for me. This is the delt dominant push day. It shouldn't take too long. Six movements, and then we'll get into posing after. And then we'll get home and I'm going to do a bit of a recce on the last week and a bit of a roundup of the changes we're going to make for Tampa. So let's get into the session. I was just saying to Luke, my recovery this week is fucked. I feel very lean today, so I'm quite looking forward to posing afterwards. But I hit legs on, what day did I get back? Sunday. I hit legs on Monday, it's now Friday. Still got leg on. And then I got chest on still, so I'm just going to leave it at one set on the 2 chest movements today. And I even got fucking bombs on my back, which hasn't happened for a long time, so I can tell the body is...
back bombs from chest as well.
I can tell the... No, it was from back. But I can tell the body is in a bit... So I'm hoping now as we back off through the week in terms of everything which I'll talk to you about, hopefully I'll get the response I need in terms of, well not in terms of weight dropping particularly, I was 104.6 this morning, so 0.6 above the weight cap. So yeah, I might just get a bit more excited as these few days come on, I hope so. Yeah, we'll see how I'm looking off the trainer with posing. I don't know how much posing you would have seen there, to be fair. I was pretty fucked towards the end, but there's a few reflections from that show that I've got. The first thing I noticed was that I was up against 3 much shorter guys, which isn't something I can control. But I do think it makes it very hard to compare the type of physique. I didn't realise I was like a whole head taller than my competitors. Now that's no excuse. I think if you're undeniable, you're undeniable. But what didn't help is that I definitely came in much flatter than expected. After about 7,500 calories, I expected to be full, but we didn't chase that calorie intake with water intake, which obviously was an absolute big mistake on our part. We were much more worried about making weight than we were coming in full, so that was a big mistake. That's something we'll be rectifying. This week is going to be much more predictable, rather than a typical bro peak in terms of let's change everything in the last 2 days. We're going to be slowly reversing into this one. Let's fucking pick this up. Alright people, what is up? Very busy day. Obviously the shoot this morning, incredible. Then went and trained with Louis, then drove into Buxton to get some goodies, of which this is not one of, but you see it drip fed, I'm sure, into the feed. So yeah, I wanted to like debrief from the show. I've not seen the last vlog, I've not seen the end of it, but I was pretty beat up. I was pretty downbeat with regards to obviously what happened, how I felt afterwards. I did that to make the light better, and I think I actually just made it worse. So yeah, I remember speaking to Hannah and being quite raw, probably quite emotional. Didn't really know what I was going to do next. I actually might have even said that this was the end for me, I can't remember. After a few hours of sulking, I did come to the decision that it wasn't the end for me. After speaking to Cal, I came this far, I didn't come this far just to go that far and just to compete against three other guys that are all of a very different height to me, quite hard to compare. That isn't my excuse. I think, you know, if you bring an undeniable physique, whether you're tall or short, you win. So obviously there's things we can fix, which is what I'm going to come on to now. So upon reflection, we ran a pretty bro style peak, changed lots, you know, towards the end. We were focused on making weight on the Friday and then loading up hard on that Friday once weight was made into Saturday, which meant we held back on water way too much and fed me, you know, totally out of kilter. If you're going to push that much food, you need to follow it in with water, and we didn't do that, which is why I believe it led to what should have been a really full physique just looking like a really flat one. I will flash up the picture now on screen, which I put on my Instagram, which is the comparison between 2 days out, you know, having run 3 weeks of practically no carbs, just veg, but being hydrated, versus on show day. You can see my glutes aren't pushing against my pants. You can see my arm is, I feel like it's literally halved in size. All that top line thickness, which for me I think is a strength, turned into a massive weakness. So that's something we're going to fix going forwards. That's something I'm excited for. We've begun that process now. Today is the Friday, so we're a week and a day out, and we've started titrating carbs up slowly. And all we're going to do is do that throughout the week and hopefully bring a much more predictable final look to the stage next Saturday. The other thing is my posing need a load of tweaks, loads and loads of tweaks. I've learned a lot. I think I looked like an amateur up there, and I was rewarded fairly in terms of my posing. I didn't realise on the 5 mandatory poses that you can sort of freestyle that a bit, so I've worked on a little sort of mini routine and then my overall routine as well, so that's all getting polished as we speak. And also a number of poses could have been improved, so my front double, my back double, my side relax as well. Whilst I think my side relax is probably one of the strongest up there, it can be better. I can pull my abdomen in tighter. So there's quite a few amendments and improvements that I think I can make for Tampa. I can't say I'm excited for Tampa at the moment. I'm apprehensive and I'm anxious because ultimately my self-belief has been knocked. I can't deny that. I'm now wondering, do I have it? But the feedback from the judges was you've got the most classic physique on stage. You just aren't big enough. I believe I am big enough. That was never a concern of mine. I think I just need to come in fuller and hydrated. So that's the plan for the next week. So there you go. Much more simplified peak week. Reverse into the show, wash off that fatigue, come in fuller, come in hydrated, and fix my posing so that I look like a pro athlete rather than an amateur athlete. And I think on reflection, I need to remember actually that was my first ever time on a classic physique stage. I was against people who have only done classic physique or have done 2-1-2 and then classic. So that's something for me to remember. I've come from men's physique to classic physique, and I always said, to be honest, that the condition and the posing was going to be the biggest challenge. The condition we managed, the posing, very difficult. So yeah, we'll wrap this up. As I said, the next vlog I think you'll see will be in America. Loki's coming with me. So me, Loki, my dad, Josh's mum, Andy, we all fly out on Monday morning, which I'm super excited for. And I'm excited to take you along for the final leg of the classic physique prep series. Hope you enjoy this video. Peace and love. See you in the next one.